Right, are we on? Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back, or welcome to Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday the 23rd of August. And yeah. As you can see, I'm in the John Deere 619TR. And I'm back drilling some oilseed rape again. So we had Sunday and Monday off because it rained Sunday. We had 16 millimeters of rain. So we got a nice bit of moisture in the ground now. So yeah, it's making a real nice job of it. This field has been cultivated with a Valistad top down. And now I'm drilling into it with the Valistad drill. You know, I'm sort of working the top a little bit with the front discs to get a nice bit of tilth. And yeah, and we're slotting that seed in there nicely. So, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I'm still getting loads more views on my videos than I've actually got subscribers, so do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It'd be much appreciated. Yeah, thanks for all my nice comments and that, and questions. Really pleased with them. It's really nice to see. I got a couple of questions I'm going to answer in this video. Just, you know, because there'll be other people probably wondering the same thing. Oh, didn't mean to slow down. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to do that. And yeah, we'll see what else we can get up to. Okay, so I've just stopped. This is lunchtime. I'm letting the dog out for a little wander around on that. Toilet break. So, I was going to answer a question whilst I'm stopped. It is from David E, is his name on here. And he says, why do you have wheels on the drawbar? So, basically what he means is this group of wheels here at the front, this headstock. So, that is an optional extra when you buy the drill, to have that, or this unit, this whole lot here. So if you don't have that, you basically just have a normal, like the drawbar goes along, and you have like a toe and eye, which you hook up your normal hook onto it. But we prefer to have it with this headstock so that you can pull it with the lower link arms, so that when you're pulling up a steep bank, you can lift up the link arms, lift up the headstock, which then puts a bit more weight on the back tyres, so you get better grip. So yeah. Yeah, so that's why we have that. Why we have that headstock. I'm not sure if anybody's noticed, but I've got a wheel nut missing. I do know. I need to order some new ones because they keep rattling loose, even when I do them up really tight with the bar. They always rattle loose. I think the threads might be knackered on them or something. But yeah, so my original answer, which I replied, was that it keeps the drill at the front of the drill at the right depth, basically, all the time. You know, right along with the ground. Instead of sometimes if you had it on the hook, sometimes if your tractor tyres were sinking in, the front of the drill would start to go in. But if the tractor tyres sink in now, those wheels will still stay on top of the soil, which then keeps all the front of this drill at the same height all the time. So, and yeah, he did reply saying, have a look at Dino's drill because he doesn't have the wheels. Yeah, that's because they obviously didn't spec it up when they bought the drill with the headstock. They just chose to tow it on the hook, on the towing eye. So yeah, and that's also a different drill that Dino's got. This is a Rapid 400S, and the one that Dino's got is a Spirit. Pretty sure it's it's a Bateman Spirit 6 meter, whereas this is 4 meter. So yeah, and the difference is between the Rapid and the Spirit is that on this drill you've got the drilling discs, 2 rows of drilling discs there, but with the Spirit the drilling discs are behind the packer wheels, and then the following harrows probably behind the drilling discs. So yeah, that's the difference. You still have front working discs for working down the ground in front of the drilling discs. So yeah, but yeah, we prefer this one. It does a good job. So yes, right, yeah, that's my answer to that question. It's all a bit more tackier. Yeah, it's all slightly tackier today than it was last week when I had clouds of dust. You see it's sticking to the back tyres a tiny bit. But the headland, what I drilled first, that's all drying off nicely. It's all hazelled off. If I scratch it with my foot, you can see the difference in colour. So yeah. Right, hopefully you can hear me okay. So, I've got a question to answer. So, it is from Baz B. And he said, do you go around the headlands to the full sprayer width or just till it tram lines? So, what I do is, well, our sprayer is 24 metres, but I just do a 22 metre headland because on the second time round, well, I go 6 times round, but on the second time round I overlap half a drill, I overlap 2 metres, so that it works out that it puts the tram lines in the right place, 12 metres in. So yeah, I mean, before we had the auto shut off on the sprayer, I didn't put in a headland tram line. I just done 6 times round. Yeah, 6 times round, and I also used to do my headlands last as well, so that Dad would have a mark that he could clearly see to turn on and off the sprayer boom sections. So yeah, but now quite a lot of the time, as long as it's dry enough, I'm doing the headlands first, so it gives me a nice easy mark for my ins and outs. So yeah, and what else was I going to say? So the rest of the question says, how do you know when to lift in and out? Is it visual or GPS? Do you drill up to the tram line? No, I don't drill right up to the headland tram line. As soon as the back of the drill covers that line, goes over that line, I will then click the button to lift the drill up, and then see the drill control box is beeping because it's going to put in a tram line now. And then when I go back over the line, so as soon as my front wheels are on that line, I will click the button to drop the drill down, because obviously it takes a few seconds for the drill to drop down and for seed to start coming out of the tubes, so you give it plenty of time. It's not instant. So yeah, but if I was doing the land work first and the headlands last, I would use the cultivating headland mark as my ins and outs. So yeah, there we go. Seagulls are finding something to eat. Alright, morning everybody, welcome to Tuesday. So, we had a bit of rain this morning, and so I'm just letting the field dry off a bit before I go out there. So I'm just doing a bit of maintenance and that. I just thought I'd run you through my morning checks when I'm drilling. So starting with the tractor, obviously fill it up with diesel and check that the radiator's not blocked up with dust and that. So grease it if it needs it. Not too much to do on the tractor, but the drill, there's a fair bit to do on the drill. I guess if you need seed, fill it up with seed. It's probably one of the most important things. A bit like diesel. So yeah, as you can see, got seed in that. With rape you don't use much seed. The seeds are so tiny. It says on the bag there's 23.2 kilos in the bag, but it says there's 4 million seeds in the bag, so that's obviously why we don't need much. So right, yeah, starting with the front. Obviously, yeah, because it's Vadestad, there's loads of grease points on here. So all this headstock needs greasing, which I've already done. There and there on those two pivots, there and there. There's a greaser there, because all that headstock all pivots around, turn side to side, and that. So yeah, we've got grease nipples, and we see them in there. There's a row of 3 right there for all the hydraulic, does the hydraulic ram and the up and down linkage. There's another one in there as well actually that I haven't done yet, just remembered, on that linkage there. There's one in there. So yeah, there's grease nipples all the way along the back here on all these moving points. I only do these ones every few days, then I don't really do them every day. So yeah, what else is there? Oh yeah, there's grease nipples on the wings, where the wings fold up, which are, yeah, there's one right there, and another one in there. There's the swivel points. Yeah, so obviously check all the tyres, got no punctures, check pipes, just do a quick visual check on it really. You see I've got the welder out. Yeah, the other thing is eradicator points. Yeah, they wear quite quickly, so I have to change them quite often. But they're alright at the moment. So, oh yeah, the other thing is string. I seem to get quite a lot of string wrapped around the discs. It gets right in the bearings and that, which is a bit annoying, but one of them things. Yeah, I was just in the process of trying to get it out from around the wheels. You can see in there, there's string in there. And there's another one as well. I've got to get that out as well before I start drilling. Like I said, I was just letting the field dry off a bit, let it dry off on top before I go and packing it down. So yeah, the reason why I got the welder out is because yesterday evening, the end of this ram snapped off. So there's one ram here and one ram there, and they operate these front discs. The depth of these front discs that are working. There's 2 rams, oh no, there's just 1 ram on the other side. But yeah, so the end snapped off right there, look. So it should look like that, which going onto there, but it snapped off right there. So basically this bit here screws into the end of the ram, so you can adjust it, and it's snapped off clean. So I've just got to weld a nut on there, and then try and unwind it. And then I'm going to ring up and order a new part in a minute. Order a new one of these, right there. But yeah, I will probably just try and weld it back together for today, because I'm not even going to be using the front disc. So if that doesn't work, I shall just find a way of tying them up or wedging them up with a block of wood, because I'm not going to be using these front discs today, because the ground what I'm going to be drilling rape into today has been top down, and then it's been disced with the Vadestag carrier, and then it's been rolled. So it's nice flat seed bed. So all I need to do is to go into it with these drilling discs, and so it just cuts a little slot in it and drops the seed in. So yeah, that's it. There we go. I think that's everything. What I do in the morning, grease and all that sort of stuff. Anybody? You got the best job, Eric. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, there we go. All back together. Like I said before, it was pretty straightforward. Just welded the nut on the end, unscrewed it out, cut the nut off, and then joined the two broken pieces together with weld. And yeah, put it back on again. So yeah, that'll do until I get the new piece. That'll do fine. Like I said, I'm not actually going to be using these front discs today, so that'll do fine. Right, I'll catch you later. I'm not sure whether I'll do any more filming today, because I'm only going to be drilling. You've probably seen enough drilling for a while. I'll get you back on maybe tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, it's Wednesday today, isn't it? Tomorrow or Friday when I'm doing some slug pelleting with the gator. Right, catch you later, bye. Right, so for anyone that hasn't seen this yet, this is the Bateman RB26 that we got last October. So yeah, we use this for spraying and liquid fertiliser. So right now he's putting a bit of liquid fertiliser on the rape seed beds, what I've drilled, and it's been rolled. So yeah, it's an RB26. It's got, yeah, it's 24 metre boom. He's got a 3,000 litre tank on it. And yeah, he's putting on 115 litres per hectare. And it will be either, the fertiliser will be either N25 or N35. I'm not sure which one he's using. Watch all these sections turning on automatically as he goes over the headland mark. Not sure if you can see him actually. That's all controlled by GPS. that's the last bag. I should have enough. I've just got this little bit left in this field, and then that's all the rape drilled. I still can't get over the fact that it says there's 4 million seeds in that little bag. I mean, how the hell do they know there's 4 million seeds in there? I feel sorry for the poor bugger that had to count them. Alright, morning everybody, welcome to Thursday morning. So this little bit here is going to be for somebody that emailed me a question the other day asking about the JCB 53170, and it was about these hydraulic services on the front headstock, because their one hasn't got them, and he was asking me how we managed to get it on there, because this one didn't actually have it either when we got it X higher, so we had to put it on here. So basically what we did was, these are the two pipes that would normally come down and go and control these, the hydraulic locking pins. The pin comes out of here to lock, you know, the bucket. That would go into that hole there to lock the bucket on, or the forks or grab or whatever. So yeah, we basically teed it in here and to these pipes, run the pipes to these couplings, made up a bracket. Yeah, there was already 3 bolt holes in the headstock ready for those bolts to just screw into. So yeah, nothing, it's pretty easy. And then yeah, so once that's all joined up, when you put these pins out to lock your bucket on, so yeah, once you've locked off this tap here, the oil can no longer come down these pipes, so it then diverts it down these pipes to these hydraulic couplings to operate your grab or whatever. Looks like they're leaking. Need some new couplings. I've got to go to the hydraulic place in a minute to get a fitting for the weaving drill anyway, so I'll get a couple of them. So yeah, that is that. Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, his name was Thomas. Thomas? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Thomas. Right, yeah, hopefully that helps. So, my plan for the rest of the day. Yeah, so I finished the obviously rake drilling yesterday. And so this morning I'm going to go up to the other farm and clean the drill out. So yeah, I'm going to go up to the other farm, get the tractor, clean the drill out, and then bring the tractor and drill back here. And then my next job is to go over it all with some slug pellets. Try and kill the slugs before the rape even comes up. To minimise damage on the rape. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Cheers. Right, how's it going? So it's Thursday afternoon now. Just been doing some slug pelleting. So yeah, this rape has been drilled 6 days now in this field, and it is just, I'm not sure how well you can see that. Yeah, there's just a few bits coming up now. So in the next couple of days, or 2 or 3 days, it'll all be up. Let me see if I can find a bit more. I did find a few bits that have already got flea beetle damage on them, which is worrying. Bloody flea beetle. There's a bit there. This has literally just come through this afternoon. So yeah, obviously we've got some barley volunteers out here, but we can get rid of them quite easily. See if I can find one that's got some flea beetle damage on it, so I can show you. Nope. There's not many up yet. I did see some somewhere that have already got shotting on them, where the flea beetle have been nibbling them. Right. Here we go, look. And You see the little holes in that little rape plant? That's flea beetle that's done that. It's called shotting. Little buggers are nibbling it already. So we didn't have to worry about it a couple of years ago, but now they've banned the dressing that was on the seed called neonics. Yeah, which the neonics used to kill the flea beetle, and but now that we haven't got that, we have real problems with the flea beetle. But yeah, I mean last year they pretty much wiped out one of our crops of oilseed rape. They're doing a lot of damage. So yeah, we have got sprays that we can spray the flea beetle with, like insecticides, but they don't really work, so there's not a great deal you can do about it. So yeah, as you can see, I've got the stocks spinners on the back of the John Deere Gator. And yeah, I've just been putting on spreading some pellets on. You can probably see all these little blue pellets. That's to control the slugs. The slugs will nibble that little pellet, and they'll go and crawl away and die, the little buggers. So, right, I'm just going to put some pellets in. I'm going to try and put you on my cap. So yeah, let's put some pellets in. So the pellets that I'm using are these slugs, and the main ingredient is ferric phosphate. We don't really use, hopefully you can see that, we don't use metaldehyde anymore, because it's probably going to end up getting banned. So we just use this slux, which is not so bad if it gets in the water. Metaldehyde is really bad if it gets in the water, because they can't get it out. So yeah. Now I think slux is a bit more expensive than the pellets that have metaldehyde in them, but I'm pretty sure the water companies will pay the difference, so that you can afford to buy the slux. Because obviously they don't want metaldehyde in the water. Whew, this is dusty. What am I going in this one? Right. Right, that'll do to get this field finished. Right, let's crack on. I'll leave the camera going whilst I'm driving, but it's pretty noisy in here, so I'm not sure if you'll even be able to hear me. Hence I wear these things, because it gets pretty noisy in here. And I have to have the front window open a little bit, otherwise it gets too hot in here. quickly show you the controls. So this is the controls that control the spinners, and yeah, so it's basically starts up the spinners, and then these two switches open up the little hole in the bottom of the hopper to let the slug pellets out, and then these two knobs are to speed up and slow down the spinners, depending on how far you want to throw the pellets. I'm throwing them at 24 meters because I'm just going up the tram lines, and the rate is 5 kilos per hectare. This is the little GPS guidance that we got on here, which I'm not really using because I can quite easily see the tram lines. It's just guidance. It doesn't steer the gator. It's just guidance so that if you haven't got any tram lines, you can actually see where to go. So right, let's see what happens. It's noisy. So basically I just go as fast as the gator will go. Seems to spread it quite nicely. The gator does about 30k. Right now I'm doing 25. 24. I've got no idea whether you can actually hear me or not. Around these trees, around this little island. When I'm doing a headland or like that, I turn it down to number 10 so that it doesn't throw them into the hedge. Now I'm back on land work. I'll sped it back, put the fans back up to 12. What's that? Bit of plastic, I think. Bit of black plastic. Yeah, so there you go. That's slug pelleting. Nothing too hard about it. It's pretty straightforward. I'll catch you later. Right, how we doing? So we're on Friday now, and as you can see behind me, I've got the gator in the plant trailer. And yeah, so I just finished up the slug pelleting on the rape, and yeah, just on my way back to the farm. So yeah, not got too much else planned for the rest of the day. Got a little job to do on the weaving drill. Probably cut the grass on the farm drive, stuff like that, because that grass has started growing again. We're pretty well all up together now. I think we're going to have the weekend off, which is very unusual for this time of year. So yeah, I've edited most of this video up last night. I've got to say I'm pretty pleased with it. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. You might have even learnt something. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll catch you next week. We'll see what we can get up to next week. Bye for now.